Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores Plus, where, unlike my Jurassic Park Hunter Legends video this week, it's going to be much better structured, because I did double-check what our sort of loadout would be for this week's hunt. We are going to be checking out the last of the maps now, with the Great Lake, and we're going to go up against these 5 dinos, just kind of the sort of starter roster. The big draw is definitely going to be checking out this final map. And with a little bit of hunting done on this map, and maybe some more on the Gulf of Katura, it'll just be grinding up the points to have these last dinosaurs able to be hunted. Like right now, we could actually probably go after Tyrannosaurs on Tyrannochocks with double ammo on the sniper rifle, and I do think I need the sniper rifle for them. But we are slowly getting up there. That Seismosaurus is definitely going to take quite a while to get up to, but I think it's going to be, again, a few weeks before there, but Carnivores Plus, we are working towards the end game of it now. We've just got these two of the roster to see. We've shown off all the weapons, and we're on to the last map now, so I won't rant too long. You guys come here for hunting, so let's hop right in and get into this brand new hunt on the Great Lake. Okay, so we're loaded in. Okay, so yeah, map is definitely not up to the north. We are at the very north end of it, so it's pretty easy to see where the Great Lake gets its name from, because there's a big old section of the map that is really dedicated right to it. Oh, just the copy did a little leap there, but what I'm looking at actually is that Allosaurus out there in the distance. Now, I don't think I want to try using the Expo on it. I think I'd rather stick to... Yeah, the Expo is way too long of a draw time to just, like, get it up and ready to be shot. Oh, damn! Okay, I gotta start having more faith that you can shotgun snipe in this game, because, like, look at that! First animal, one shot, taken right on out. I really just gotta get more comfortable with the idea that I can shotgun snipe in this game. It's not like other games where you do pitiful damage. No, we actually have potential. I am going to definitely chalk that up more to dumb luck than my own skill, but it's still potential. Okay, so we'll follow the river. The wind is going to be a bit of a problem, but like, as comments have always said, the wind just swings around everywhere, so it's not as much to say, well, I'm just going to keep following the direction of the wind. I can't really do that, because otherwise I'd probably be going in circles as it loops around. And if I was hunting on my own time, I would probably be a little more considerate with the wind. But the thing is, when you're doing the videos, you have a little bit of a time crunch you put yourself on, where you don't want to take too long to do something, but you also don't want to... Actually, that's kind of it, isn't it? I don't want to take too long in order to just do a regular hunt, and that means I can't really go lining up and the long way around a lot of the times. So I kind of have to make the most of what opportunities I have immediately available. I can't exactly go for creating the most pristine of conditions for myself for the hunt. Okay, wow, this is... Oh, yeah, this is definitely a gigantic lake. Like, our view range doesn't even cover into... Like, it reaches about halfway through the lake, so it's definitely gigantic. Not quite as nice looking as I thought it'd be. I mean, the map is more like a scrub wasteland as I'm gazing over it, but... Again, one of the very nice things about the map, it looks very diverse with a lot of different features to it. Like, we have the lake bed area here, which, granted, there's not going to be too much to it. It's a lake bed and then the surrounding kind of banks and that. However, to the south, it looks like there's quite a bit to explore as well, so we'll keep heading that direction. Try to call something else in, perhaps. Maybe nothing. I'm not getting a single reply. Yeah, it seems like I'm going to try an aloe call and just see, but I have not gotten a single reply from any of the herbivore calls yet. Nothing. I guess we are pretty out of where maybe the animals have mostly spawned, so we'll focus effort again, going south, getting to this other area. Although it looks like we might even be in like a valley-ish, because it looks like there's another ridge line to our south. It's just that white streak that kind of comes along. It's almost like there's... The one side of the map has... Well, I guess more that's that way for you guys. The eastern half is one giant sort of area, whereas the western half is almost like 2 quadrants. So we'll head down, try to find another... Or see what the other half is like of this side. Then go from there a little further. I do like that you actually have quite a bit of sightline for this area, though. As long as you're up a little higher, you can see pretty far out for whatever might be along the other edges, but no. Okay, I don't think we're scaling that anytime soon. That is the... I said ridge line, it's more like a cliff line. So we're going to have to figure out where we can exactly get through that. Because it's basically a wall of just stone. So that's going to be a little trickier. Although, what is this? Just like a little gravel pit or a pit of some kind? Oh, yeah, just, I guess a little dip from... I wonder if the lake actually was at one time even higher up, because that would explain why there's still some water in that little area there. And then this must be another one. Yeah, huh. Okay, well, we'll keep making our way east, try to see what else we can find. And hopefully find a way to kind of get through or the other side of that range. And I do have to remember to keep calling out. I don't want to be quite too passive as we... Oh. Well. We've got another potential animal right up here to hunt. It looked like an aloe from just the little bit I was able to see from it walking. Oh, there it is. Oh, geez, okay. Should have definitely been a little more careful, considering it is an aloe. They might not be the most dangerous of animals in the game, but they can still get you by surprise if your aim is terrible. AKA you or me. Although, surprisingly enough, that one ran. Oh, but it did lead us to another one. Well, not another aloe, but another dinosaur. So we got ourselves a stego up there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try shotgun sniping that one. Gotta see how I'm going to play this, because this is going to be a little trickier. Oh, no, aloe's running again, so maybe we can focus more on the stegosaurus. I'm surprised, because I've been watching the wind. It hasn't blown that direction super well, so it might just be... It got startled the first time, and then because I kept advancing and it was looking, that made it more sensitive? Not entirely sure. We do have the stego somewhere up here. I don't think it's gone running off, and this area is definitely getting a little trickier to get a good sight line for. Yeah, so he's just kind of stuck in those rocks. I'm going to look and try calling him out. Oh, you can... I'm watching that wind, because you can see it's sort of teetering, like, am I going to mess with you? No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, no. So I gotta be careful of that. Surprisingly enough, though, it didn't seem to come this way. Yeah, it didn't seem to want to advance even with calling it. This is getting a little bit of dangerous territory, because that aloe, I don't think it might have gone off too far. When we spooked it the first time, we saw that it didn't really run a good distance, so it's quite possible it is roaming around here as well. No, just the moss chops. But that doesn't make me wonder, where are these two? Because there's the stego that was just around here. Now I have no idea where it's gone off to. And then the allosaur as well. Oh, okay, well we've located one of them. I'm not going to call, I'm just going to start advancing from where we are right here. I figure if I call, then it's basically in like a funnel, it's in tunnel vision right to us. So that's not the best situation, I don't think. God, when you... I just have to get over, you can shotgun snipe in this game and like they go down if you can land that mortal zone hit. Like I was not expecting to be that... Well, to be this, I admit, first one was dumb luck. Second one is more luck, but maybe not as dumb as I thought. Okay, there was a reply, but it was not from the direction I was expecting. I thought it would be somewhere this area. It came from further along the lakeside. And this is where the wind is probably going to give us away a bit more earnestly. Oh, now no reply. Oh, that's always the ones that I am the most leery of. Because you get the first reply, so you think it's in this direction, but then you don't get the second, so you're uncertain if it actually was that way, and if you keep going that way, how dangerous is it going to be? Okay, well, I heard no reply again, so I'm going to just kind of pass off and work with the wind again. We're going to work our way south, because it looks like, again, this is just such a steep and rugged cliff face. So it is basically broken into the quadrants. Better keep the shotgun ready. I don't know how far that other aloe might run. I mean, even with us getting the shot on the stego, I don't want to rule out that we may not be exactly free of that other aloe yet. But it does look like there might not even be a way through to the other quadrants. There's got to be a little break somewhere in the mountain range. Where exactly, I don't know. So it might be quite a bit of wandering around without much direction. But that also does mean we'll extend the time we're going to be hunting on this map quite a bit. I think that's just an ambient animal scratching around that I'm hearing. I want to try climbing up. There we go. That's what I want. Let's get up a little bit higher. Thought I might have seen something in the distance for a moment there. Okay, there we go. We're up nice and high. Yeah, not really anything super immediate around us, which is good. The more points and more animals you down in a single hunt, the more you feel that potential loss if you're caught off guard or if you're not able to get a dinosaur down quick enough. So I want to be a bit more cautious and wary on my approach as I go forward. What really bugs me is that one aloe we saw, though. Because I don't exactly know where he went off to, and without getting the replies... I mean, the reply is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you know the direction of where it is. On the other, you are actively bringing it towards you. So it's a little bit of trying to figure out when is the best time to make a call. Basically, yeah, we're treading back upon familiar territory, so it doesn't look like we're going to really be able to get in more of this map this episode. That was an odd hiss of sorts. I'm surprised. Absolutely nothing. There was something somewhere over there, though. I don't think it was the moss chops. I thought it was, like, flashed for a moment on the horizon there. This is exactly where we spotted the aloe for the first time. I'm going to do a little bit of a run. Just kind of see if we can watch a bit in the distance if there's anything. But definitely seems like if you get spawned around the Great Lake, it might be a bit more slim on whether you'll actually have a lot of... Okay, it's probably just that Gallimimus then. You might not have as many dinosaur spawns around this area, so you might have to do a little bit of exploring and searching to find your way out into more plentiful hunting grounds. I think for myself, it would probably be... I think just as, because like how much area there is, that half of the map to the east, I feel like you'd get a lot more potential hunting done there than these two areas. I think we actually kind of got the worst of the four main sections to start with, because again, it's basically just the bands around the lake where I think you might have some of the dinosaurs have spawned. Let's just... Yeah, there's our kind of hovering stego there. Got the moss chops right here. Just Gallimimus. Yeah, I don't really see too much, although I'm gonna... Maybe that is what we've been looking for. I'll head up there, take a quick look. But it kind of seems like there is a gap between the ridgeline. And that might be sort of like our Gates of Dawn situation that Mandibles gives you for its first map, where there's just that tiny kind of pass through the cliffs. It does seem like that might be the case here, because it does look like it continues forward and along. So maybe we'll do that. We don't have as much time to go wandering about to find something for a hunt, but if we can at least be certain that this is the way through to another part of the map, that's still a pretty good milestone. And that does mean if we do say spawn up here again, just got a little bit of itchy ear. If we spawn up in this map, or this area again, we can just easily make our way to this spot, be able to see more of the map itself. That said, I don't know if we'll have any cliff divers, if there's anything that managed to spawn. Oh. Oh, okay, so it's not quite like a... I thought it was going to be a complete drop-off. You can come back up that way, but it does look like it's sloped enough that you could exit out of. However... Oh, no. Okay, so the terrain is just because of the way the terrain's working. You can see that it's kind of falling down and sloping a little bit more that you could actually... I say that, this might not be an area we can exactly get up to easy. Oh, no, okay, so we can get through this. I'm going to kind of bolt through here, because this got a lot steeper than I was expecting it to. And maybe this way is the direction to go. It seems like we're slowly getting our way through and out, possibly out of all this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it does get pretty tight towards the tail end of that pass, though, but that is the way through to this other area. And although it's a lot hillier, it doesn't look like it has anything really breaking it up. There is somewhat of a ridgeline to the south of us, but you can see a gap in there. So oh, well. Why did I... What is it about today where something just all of a sudden, and it all works just fine? Like, is it because I just accepted, okay, shotgun sniping is how I hunt? Like, good lord, that's been every animal this hunt. The aloe, the stego, the trike. Good lord. I'm definitely going to end things here before I bungle this up and lose all of this progress. So we'll head back, but damn. Okay, so we are back in the menu, and we shot up a decent amount of points, actually. We're up to 932, so I think we've gained at least 30 points. So we'll probably be back to the Great Lake. We do have to we are still a little bit feeling the point crunch. I was going to say let's do Majunga Tholis and something, but we don't have the points quite for those. I think we'll probably do... I don't even think I'll take the Expo. I think what I might do is make this, again, more of a... I might even just do that, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, I think this is a good spot to end the episode. An amazing hunt. That's, again, I do think find your sensitivity using the sensitivity settings. Maybe you want a super challenging hunt, then crank the sensitivity right up. But to start, I think slide it all the way back and slowly increase until you feel comfortable with what the difficulty is. Don't be afraid to make a game more approachable for yourself, because if you don't do that, then you're kind of saying, I'm not going to access or be able to get into this as well as I could. So don't be afraid to tank the sensitivity. You saw, even with like all my Carnivores games and experience, I still tanked the sensitivity so that way I feel I can actually hunt and get close to the animals a little bit. But for now, I think that basically wraps up this episode. So basically, thank you all very much for joining me on Carnivores Plus. If you do like the series, be sure to give a like. And if you have any comments, tips, tricks, or anything whatsoever, be sure to leave them down in the comments for myself or for anybody else watching. And if you do want to support the channel, think about subscribing if you haven't already. I tried not to put in too many sub plugs as ads for the videos, but I do want to slowly keep us growing on the channel. So consider that our little, well, we tossed it in anyway. So in the meantime, though, thank you very much, Survivors, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.